Hey guys, Buddy Valastro here, and I am excited today. When you think of Carlo's Bakery, you think two things: cannolis or my favorite, lobster tail. So today, hold on and get ready because I'm going to show you how I do it start to finish. I can't show you everything, but I'm going to show you enough where you can make this. So the first thing you do when mixing a lobster tail is mix the dough. I mix the dough together. I folded it in a sheeter 4 times. I let it rest for about anywhere from 30 minutes to about an hour. So now that this piece is rested, I'm gonna roll it out to be paper thin, and I'm gonna show you how to turn this into this light, flaky, crusted deliciousness. This here is a Carlo's Bakery size recipe, but yours will be a little smaller. So now I'm gonna go take this and I'm gonna sheet it out to be paper thin so that I can grease all the layers and roll it up and get that flaky deliciousness. So, I'll be right back. All right, guys. So now we sheeted our dough out really nice and thin. I mean, look, you could see your hand through it. But this dough has elasticity to it, so it's gonna have stretch. And I put it on my chuchio, which is kind of like a little homemade contraption here in our wood shop, but it's very important in rolling it out. I'm going to take my dough and I put a little bit of vegetable shortening down so it sticks. Take my pizza wheel here and I cut it into like a little V. I'm gonna take a little stick or a rolling pin, roll it a smidgen, and I'm just gonna kind of flatten that edge down, and then I'm gonna roll it back up so that I have just the start of this, because this is gonna help it roll itself up. Now I'm going to put some vegetable shortening on the layers, start to stretch and pull, and I'm just rolling up, and as I roll, I'm pulling and rolling, pulling and rolling. The dough and fat are creating layers of flaky goodness. So I'm just putting a little bit by hand and I smooth it out so I get a nice even layer of fat on there. Okay, now I'm gonna roll it up. Now that I have it a little bit wider, I'm gonna start to stretch it sideways. So I'm gonna pick it up, I'm gonna create air underneath it so that I can get a nice even log all the way through. A lot of times people ask me, could you over grease it? I don't really think so. So you can under grease it, you really can't over grease it. Now I'm gonna cut this off, and I'm gonna finish rolling it. I'm gonna take a little bit more shortening, and I'm gonna grease the whole outside of it. This is a very important step. And do not be cheap with the shortening on the outside because you'll get dry spots. So now that I have it greased up like this, I'm gonna let this rest in the refrigerator anywhere from an hour and a half to 2.5 hours. And then I'm gonna pull it out and I'll show you what to do next. Now that our lobster tail has rested for about an hour and a half, it's time to stretch this. And it's gonna even thin the layers out even more. For this is a 2-man job. I'm gonna call in some help. Chad? All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna squeeze and pull like this, back down, okay, pull. And you're squeezing with your hands, but you're actually pulling the dough. So it's kind of, you're doing both at the same time. All right, so now that we got that nice and stretched, thank you, Chad. Now I'm gonna get my serrated knife and I'm gonna start to cut into them. Now you can see in the beginning, edges, you always lose the edges a little bit. The best part of your lobster tail is gonna be right here. Look at those lines. So I cut them about maybe 1/2 inch thick. I've cut a couple, we call these salamis in my day. Now we go underneath. I got my spoon, I got my pan, but I need one more thing before I can go any further. I need a little bit of help. So I'm wondering, do I have any great bakers in here that'll help me? Let me see. Anybody gonna come and help me? Hey, it's Carlo! Mwah, my son. You gonna help me?
Yeah.
All right. So first thing we're gonna do, here's your spoon. So you're gonna take one of these, put it in your hand, put a little bit of this on it, okay? what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a little bit of shortening on top, and then we're gonna use the edge of our hand to open it, okay? And then we're gonna go from the inside, and we're gonna open it into like a cone shape. All right, so we're just gonna kind of open those lines. You can already see those lines going. Oh. And then we're gonna take our cream puff mix, and we're gonna fill it up. And then we're gonna close it, and we're gonna put it in the pan. How old are you, Carlo?
7.
Yep. And whoop.
I don't know how to make it.
All right, that's Carlo's. We'll put that over here. We'll see how that bakes. What grade are you in, Carlo? Tell everybody.
First,
Yeah, but next year, what are you gonna be?
2nd.
All right, so it's summertime. Carlo's rocking a great tan. What do you do every day in the summer?
Mostly go in the pool, watch TV, play on my iPad.
What a good life. And what does Daddy do?
Work.
Yep. And where do I work?
Carlo's Bakery.
Yep. And whose bakery is that?
Mine.
Ah, see?
I want to try one more.
All right, go ahead. Do it. You can do as many as you want. Just practice. All right, so I'm going to show you the people at home while you practice. So again, put a little bit of grease, push with your hands, open it up.
Okay, that's a lot.
That's all right.
It's my first time. I think this is going to turn out as my best one, actually.
Okay.
I finished my last one.
All right, let's put it up here. These are the lobster tails, and this is what they turn out to be. Feel how light that is, son. This was the one that Carlo did. Not bad for his first one, right?
Yeah.
No, pretty good. You gonna eat it?
Uh-huh.
Well, what about, let's put the filling inside.
Fine.
We bake these at about 375 degrees for about 25 to 35 minutes until they're golden brown. But these things come so light and airy. I'm just gonna destroy one so that you can hear it.
Wait, should
hear
I
the
destroy?
crunch of it.
Wait, should I destroy?
You wanna destroy one? Go ahead.
Well then.
But you see, it's hollow inside. So now we're gonna stuff that
yeah.
with cream. It's hollow, right?
Pretty
You
hollow.
can take a bite, take a bite. What do you think? Good?
Good.
Now, what we do is we take a little skewer, okay? We make a hole
Where do we make the hole?
in the back, right there. And then we have some of the lobster tail cream, which is essentially custard cream mixed with whipped cream. I give it a good squirt because I want the cream to shoot all the way to the bottom. I could feel it that this lobster tail in my hand is absorbing that cream, and it's all the way down to here. So we're gonna take that. Are you ready?
Mine.
Okay, ready? We're squeeze hard. Okay. And we always finish it with a little bit of sugar.
I'm going to do it on mine.
Go ahead, do
a
it.
little more.
Go ahead, do it. Good boy. All right. And this is how we eat it, son. Watch this. Look. Look here. You eat that side. Mm-hmm. Mmm. What do you think? Mm.
Good. Like a French fry, but you put like buttercream in it.
Okay. Listen, he's housing them. Whatever they taste like, they're pretty good. Right? You think a French fry? But they're crispy, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so crispy pastry, cream filled. I usually say like a light, crispy, flaky pastry filled with a delicious cream that's almost like ice cream. This crispy shell is out of this world. Best lobster tail you're ever gonna eat, right? Salute. Well, you heard it. It's Carlo approved at Carlo's Bakery. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Show them the Carlo dance. Do it with the lobster tail in your hand. Take a bite. Take a bite. Tell them to like, share, and subscribe, Carlo.
Like, subscribe,
And share.
share.
I guess me and Carlo will see you later. Right?
Adios.
Adios.